gorgeous. Welcome back to Faith, Family, and Fun Reviews. If you're new here on this channel, I share with you delightful, family-friendly, and faith-based movies and television shows. Happy Saturday, y'all. And first, before we get into anything, let me go ahead and say this first, okay? Let me get this out of the way. Forgive me that you all did not get a video yesterday, which was Friday. I do apologize for that. Yes, forgive me. But you should be getting 2 videos today. Yes, y'all will be spending time with me up in the morning, okay? In the morning. And we'll have something in the evening for you, okay? So, yeah, I ain't forget about y'all. I did not forget about y'all, okay? But anyways, how are y'all doing today? How is your morning, your afternoon, or your evening? Whenever you are watching this video, how is it going for you all? Like, seriously, okay? What mood are you in? Are you enjoying this fallish weather? If you got that kind of weather going on wherever you are, like, how are you enjoying it, y'all? Let me know. Let me know all of that good stuff in the comment section below. And also, y'all know I have to ask y'all, have y'all been to the theaters lately? Have you been streaming anything? All of that, let me know what y'all been watching. Yeah, I'm all up in your movie business. I am, but y'all should be used to it by now, okay? And also, okay, we got to do our word for today. We got to do it. I know I feel like I'm rushing y'all, but I'm trying to make sure I don't forget nothing, okay? Because I feel like I've been away from y'all for a minute, and I don't like that. Every time that feels that way, or like I miss a day or something, and I start to feel that way, it is just like, I feel like I missed something. I'm like trying to play catch up, and I do not like that feeling, okay? Like, y'all know. So I'm trying to make sure I get everything covered, okay? Like, so it feels like it was no gaps, okay? But yes, if you had to choose a word that would describe how are you feeling today, like where are you mentally, spiritually, emotionally, what would that word be? Okay, is it hopeful? Is it joyful? Is it excitement? Are you, let's see, what else I can think of? My mind is at a total blank right now, because usually my word is excitement. Yes, that's my word, excitement. Okay, I'm excited and I'm hopeful too, and I'm at peace. Yes, I'm at peace. So y'all let me know what is the word that would describe, will be your word, okay? It can be actually your word, or it could be what you believe in God for, okay? Yeah. So you may not be there yet, but hopefully before you leave this channel, you're there, okay? That is the goal. You're there. But yes, I am full of hope. I'm so excited to be spending this time with y'all. I always say it's an honor. It is a blessing to be here with y'all. Like, I know what it is when someone spends time with you. Time is like the most valuable gift you have, because you just can't just give that out to anyone. So the fact that you are spending this time with me today, I want to thank you all. I so appreciate all of you who are subscribed to the channel, who engage with the channel by leaving comments, sharing the videos, talking about it with your friends, family, and loved ones. All of that, okay? If this channel has been of any service to you, and you have come back and you return, yes, y'all, I so appreciate you. And there's no words to describe. Like, seriously, it's no words. I'm just thankful for every view, for everyone that even could like praise for me, praise for the channel, all of that. It totally means a lot, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Like, yeah, I love y'all. Okay. But yeah, I've been trying to, I know I said this in another video, like this time around last year. Well, this time around this time last year. Okay, there it goes. I was looking for like a lot of that, the fallish kind of films that put you in the mood of fall and Thanksgiving and all of that. And I told you all it was such a challenging time for me to find those kind of movies or TV shows, but because I'm subscribed, y'all know I've been streaming Hallmark as well, Hallmark Plus, okay? And so on there, they've been having a lot of different films, like a lot. And I've been going through and I've been so enjoying them. I was like, okay, I gotta share it with y'all. Okay? So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get started with our special feature today, which is titled Pumpkin Everything, okay? Imagine that. Okay, y'all, we already, you hear that pumpkin? When you think pumpkin, you think fall, okay? But first, let me tell y'all what this film is about. An up-and-coming novelist confronts an old flame from the past after returning to her hometown to look after her stubborn grandfather in his pumpkin-themed store. Now, if watchers out there, I had such an amazing time, a lovely time with this film. It puts you in the mood. If you are not in the mood for fall, for Thanksgiving, for the season changing, for the leaves falling, to hear them crackle underneath your footsteps and all of that, this film would definitely put you in that mood, okay? We're talking pumpkin, everything. Y'all like how I did that? Okay, it's a little bit corny, but hey, okay, I ain't a comedian or anything, all right? I do my best, but yeah, y'all know how that goes. But here we do meet the lovely Amy, and Amy does something amazing, which right up my alley, okay? As y'all can tell, certain books by your girl on the shelf, okay? So she is a novelist, and I'm like, wow, girl, yeah, we got a novelist on deck, okay? And Amy writes novels, books, and she is pretty good. She got a lot of different things happening for her, a lot of promotional events and all of that. But something draws her back to her hometown because of her grandfather getting into a little bit of an accident. And Grandpa here is, like it said in the synopsis, he is stubborn, okay? He is in an age right now where he needs to be a little bit more careful. He needs to know that your body is not what it used to be. Even though your mind may feel like nothing has changed. Your mind can feel like you are 19, 20 years old, okay? And you may feel that way emotionally, like you're strong, you can do it all. You're a Superman, you're a Superwoman. You can feel that way, okay? But the body is saying something else. And that is the season that Grandpa is in. Nobody tends to understand exactly what he is going through because nobody is there with him at this moment. Yeah, we can kind of imagine what it may feel like, but we don't truly know what it's like. And for many of you who are watching this video, you probably are more like myself. We don't know from experience what it's like to be like coming up on our twilight years and everything is slowing down for us. We may not know what it's like from experience. And I'm assuming for a lot of people who are watching this video, you're probably like me, okay? You're pretty far off from that season of your life. Even though we know we live long enough, we all are going to get there, okay? Lord willing. But as of right now, we're not there. And so we can't totally relate to Grandpa, even though we can kind of feel like we know what it is. And that is the case with Amy here. She feels like she knows what's going on, and she is trying to make the best decisions for her grandpa right now. And he owns the pumpkin everything store where everything is fall. You can find all your best fallish decorations and everything pumpkin at his store. He had this for a long time. It's part of his legacy here, a part of the family legacy, and he would love for his granddaughter Amy to take it over. But of course, she has her own journey, her own purpose. She is a novelist. Everything is doing good in that area. And even though Amy always believed this was her purpose, this was her dream, her goal, and she went for it. But she didn't necessarily go for it with the support of her family. Her family did not see writing as a way of living for her, unfortunately. So in the beginning days of Amy's career, and when she first started off, she felt alone on this journey. Her own mom didn't necessarily support her or see it for her. And Grandpa definitely didn't, especially because he had his own dreams and goals for Amy here. He wanted her to take over the pumpkin everything store. And it's such a cute, beautiful, delicate store. I would love it. But at the same time, I know when you have your own dreams, your own purpose that God has set aside for you, you don't necessarily want someone thrusting their dreams or their plans for you on you. That's just not fair. And so that has been like this kind of like this wedge between Grandpa and Amy here. But at the same time, she does go back home and she is tending to Grandpa and wanting to get it through his head, his thick little head here, that Grandpa, you have to be careful, you have to slow it down. Or perhaps maybe we should consider making other arrangements, like possibly living in a retirement home where it would be beautiful. Like she ends up picking up, well, pointing out something that's wonderful for him. Like he would be surrounded by a community of other people who are not necessarily slowing down. They're still up and moving about like him. So it won't feel like he's at a place where, okay, everybody's just kind of in wheelchairs and sitting there and allowing life to pass them by. No, she found a very active community for him where it won't be much of a change from what he's doing now. The only thing is he won't necessarily have the pumpkin everything store and all of that, but he will have something different. This is could be a new beginning for Grandpa. And yet he is very resistant to this. And I understand both sides. I understand Amy want to look out for Grandpa, want to make sure that he's okay, because she can't be there 24 hours a day with him, and neither can her mom. So I get that she just wants to make sure he's safe and he's not lying somewhere and with no help around. So I get that, but I also get Grandpa too. And I kind of felt Grandpa a little bit more than I felt Amy. And it's only because I felt like Amy was totally being unfair in a lot of ways, where she was taking over, making decisions for him without him. And yes, I get where she was coming from. Don't get me wrong, y'all. I did understand where she was coming from. But at the same time, I felt like, Amy, you're young. You still have a whole lot of life ahead of you. Your life hasn't necessarily even begun. It's just, in a sense, beginning. And you have so much to look forward to. But can you imagine what it's like for Grandpa? His everything was pumpkin everything store. This means a lot to him, his legacy and what in the community. And at the same time, there's a powerful line, I'm paraphrasing it here, in this particular movie that Grandpa says, like, getting older is not for like the faint-hearted. And I totally got that, because not many of us look at getting older as something like, it really takes a courageous person to step into that season of their life and to have a good attitude and to still live and still try to live your life and not give up and not just feel like, what I'm going to do now, or like everything is caving in on you because your body is not what it used to be. And not many of us look at that as that. We more focus on, because that's what society kind of promotes, we focus more on young and vibrant and being like ageless and all of these different things. We focus more on that, and the world praises and glorifies beauty and strength and all of these type of things, but we don't and we overlook what it truly feels like. And it's not for the faint-hearted. It takes a very courageous, wonderful person, a very lively person, to step into their twilight years, their golden years, with that type of attitude, and to know, okay, this may be the end of another season, but it's the beginning of something that could be amazing and that could be great. And who knows what God would do with this season of my life. I'm still life. I can still be full of joy and hope and expectation and all of this. I can still smile and be filled with laughter and bubbling over with happiness. And it takes a courageous person to step into that season of your life with all that love and life in you like that. And so I love that Grandpa pointed it out. I love that this film does shine light on that, because like I said, in the world we're living in, we tend to overlook that season, or like where it seems like almost like they paint it as like a nightmare, or they paint it as something like you're worthless, like you're a liability now, and different things. And that's very unfortunate. And so I love that, which I'm probably a little bit I'm probably late on this, okay, because it's been a minute since I've been in the Hallmarkish realm. When I was in it before, when I was a lot younger, it seemed more like fairy tale-ish, happily ever after, like very far from real life, which I love. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. But now entering this world now, and how much the films have changed, yes, that still is there, but they also are shining light into reality and what we have to deal with, what we have to look forward to as human beings. And I love that part too, which I'm so happy that this film touched on that, because like I said, the world kind of condemns that season of your life and makes like it's just terrible, and like it's almost like we're trying to prevent it from happening, and we're so set against it and all kind of different things, and we don't look at the beauty of it, and we don't look at what it really takes that type of human being to step into that season like that. So I love the grandpa here, and that we do get to step into that, what it's like to see that your mind is one place but your body is at another place. And then we do have Amy, like I said, she's living her dream. She got to prove her family wrong, that wow, God had a plan, and it was a good plan for her. So we go on that journey as an author with Amy here, and of course, you know, you have to have that sprinkle of romance, okay? And we do have Kit in the picture, which he does play a major role in all of this. He is like the common ground, that peaceful ground here, because he do understand from all aspects what is going on, what is happening to Grandpa and Amy. But yeah, and he's gonna play a very significant, he's going to be a part of a very significant solution by the time you get to the end of this film. But of course, I'm not going to ruin it for y'all. I want y'all to enjoy it for yourselves. But once again, this film is titled, forgive me y'all, Pumpkin Everything. You can find it streaming right now on Hallmark Plus, and I'm telling you, you're going to enjoy it. It's cute, it's funny, it's real, and it's just going to overall put you in a good mood. But before I leave y'all for today, we're going to go ahead and get into the scripture, and we are coming out of Thessalonians, 2 Thessalonians chapter 3, verse 3, and it reads, "But the Lord is faithful, who will establish you and guard you from the evil one." So that's all I have for y'all for this video. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. Please remember to leave your thoughts, your prayers, your overall take in the comment section below, because I do read them, and I do enjoy hearing from you. And until next time, may the Lord bless and keep you both now and forevermore.